Nicole Sautter, hello. You work as a manager for global sustainability for Amex GBT. There was a time where TMCs were helping companies to travel with low cost. And now, more and more, you are asked to help them to travel with low emissions. Is it the same job?
Yeah, thanks for having me. And yes, absolutely. We see that requests around carbon efficiency and business travel programs is becoming increasingly important and popular with our clients. The reason for that really is that I see that budgets in terms of finance will always be important, but as requirements become increasingly mandatory from top down and bottom up for corporations to report on their carbon emissions, to take responsibility, reporting on carbon and also implementing solutions to manage carbon emissions from business travel specifically really go up on the agenda, and we can see that.
Okay, you're saying that it's increasingly important, but you're talking about budget also. Tell me honestly, what's the priority, especially after the crisis we have crossed?
Well, the astonishing thing that we're seeing is that despite obviously the pandemic, that having been a difficult economic time for many businesses and budgets being still slightly constrained, many businesses still, and especially during the pandemic, have come to us and asked for sustainability solutions. So even during a time of economic hardship, they have raised clear or told us loud and clear that they want sustainability solutions. So in that sense, I would say that sustainability is as much as a priority as finance would be. Okay,
so we are here when we talk about sustainability. We are here in it's only a word after all. So can you give us an example of a bold action?
Absolutely, yeah. So obviously, taking on a leadership role in the business travel sector, where we work with over 19,000 clients globally, we connect them with sustainable suppliers. We have a responsibility to be part of the solution when it comes to creating a long-term viable future for our industry as a whole. And a big part of that is helping to decarbonize the industry. So we already today have a suite of solutions available to our clients to help them reduce the emissions from their business travel program while still maximizing the benefit that business travel brings. A part of that is, for example, tracking and reporting on carbon emissions from business travel, point of sale solutions where we guide decision makers during the booking process towards making greener choices, high quality offsets. But these are all solutions that are available today. They may, however, not get us over the line to net zero where we want to get to. Mm-hmm. That is why a big part of our value proposition, and you talk about bold, a big part of our value proposition is our commitment to helping to scale sustainable aviation fuel, SAF for short, which is widely considered the most viable solution today to really decarbonize the aviation sector. Because if we look at carbon emissions from our clients, over 90% of emissions come from air. So when we talk about sustainable business travel, we talk about also, of course, sustainable aviation. And that is why for our clients, we have entered into a partnership with Shell Aviation, where we combine the demand that we see from our clients for decarbonization solutions, such as SAF, with the purchasing power of airlines on Shell Aviation's supply side. So the idea is, and we're live now with our program, the idea is that airlines and corporations co-invest in sustainable aviation fuel, thereby sharing the green price premium, because it today is still more expensive than fossil-based jet fuel. They share the cost premium, and they also both benefit from the environmental attributes that SAF brings.
Okay, so I go back to my first question. With SAF, travels are gonna be more expensive, so it's not your problem anymore. Your problem is emission.
That's true. You could put it that way, yes. However, how I see it is that SAF is an innovation, a new technology that we have right now, but it's in an infancy, which means we need to invest in it to scale it. And as we all collectively, as an industry, airlines, corporations, TMCs, as we all invest in it, it will come better, and we will get better at producing SAF as well. And at the same time, prices will come down, like we've seen it with many other economies of scale, essentially. Plus, let's not forget that fossil-based jet fuel is going to become more expensive once governments actually act and introduce, for example, taxes on carbon. Mm-hmm. So eventually, SAF will become cheaper than fossil. That is what we're working towards, I suppose.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.